Hello children, and welcome to the very first installment of Planet Warcraft, a World of Warcraft story. I will be your guest commentator today, Mr. Not Actually David Attenborough. With us, as always, is our lovely assistant, Bongo Cat. Say hello to everyone, Bongo Cat.
First Blood.
We are joined once again to embark on an epic journey through the wilds of Azeroth. Our focus today will be on the stereotypical Mongoloid paladin main. He begins his day with his usual routine of battleground roulette. It would appear that today's epic battleground will be fought in the cold and fearsome Ultharic Valley. This epic battleground, like many others, has two separate win conditions. Primarily, and most straightforwardly, you can deplete the enemy's reinforcements down to zero. If, however, you have adequate equipment and someone sturdy enough to take a beating, your team may try to attempt to zerg the enemy commander before the opposing team can prevent you. Now, the maneuver you are about to see is not particularly advanced. It merely takes a bit of preparation and prior knowledge. Instead of following the trail down like a basic grunt, our paladin main will instead climb the side of the mountain and proceed to use a consumable item to get an advantage. He has literally paid to win. Oh dear. Upon closer inspection of this shitlord's team composition, they are lacking anyone capable of holding the enemy commander's attention at all. Their only possible chance of winning is to mercilessly engage the enemy team's main formation as they attempt to cross through the midfield. Ah, yes. You can see they have begun positioning for just such a tactic. Let's watch as the first major confrontation unfolds. You can see that the enemy team is attempting to bypass the fight. Oh, but they are quickly crowd-controlled and forced to fight in earnest. Carnage and mayhem ensues. Long-range spells being cast from both sides are slamming into the opposing forces' front lines. You can see here an allied elemental shoreman decimating the enemy team. Notice now an allied fistweaver using their cocoon to safely get away from the enemy's grasp. Quite the slippery little bugger. Watch out. Paladin main, don't step on that. Oh dear. And now you've wasted your trinket. What an amateur.
Red node is under attack.
Thankfully, your team is proving competent as they have just begun to take control of the enemy team's forward graveyard. Proper positioning, paladin. The first major team fight continues.
Blue tower node.
And now
is
you
under
can
attack.
see at the edge of your screen two opposing balanced druids going about their strange and arcane rituals. My, there is quite a threatening radius on the AoE placed by some flavor of the month marksmanship hunter, the brute.
Red node is secure. Blue tower node is under attack. Red tower node is under attack.
It would appear that our
Blue
champions
node is
team
secure.
has successfully routed the enemy's main force. However, their two outer towers are both under attack, being the good little backcapper that he is. Our hero rushes to defend them. Ahem. I believe I said that our hero rushes to defend them. A gnomish sense of direction. Yes, there we go. This
Red
outermost
tower
tower
is
is
secure.
already being defended. Let's continue on to the next. This tower is already back under our control as well. Splendid. Let's return to the midfield
Blue tower
and
node
reinforce
is secure.
our front lines then. No, Paladin main, that is not the correct path to return to midfield. Paladin main, where are you going? How dreadful. Yes. It would appear we have finally returned to the front lines, and just in time, it would seem. How aggravating. An enemy holy priest has just activated their spirit form right on the allied team's doorstep. See here, as a fire mage summons, of all things, a meteor to crash down amidst the battlefield. Now that's hot. Proper positioning, Paladin. Oh my, you bubbled and ran away again. I'm so impressed. Do not let them regain control of this graveyard, or else they will be able to respawn here and begin to concentrate their assault. The battle here does not appear to be going well for our Paladin main. Little by little, his team's front line is slowly being pushed further and further back.
Red node is secure.
And they've done it. The enemy team has regained full control of this graveyard, and in less than half a minute, their reinforcements will be spawning here.
Red tower node destroyed.
Yes, Bongo Cat. The Allied team has just destroyed the outermost enemy tower. It would seem enemy reinforcements have just spawned and they're finishing off the remains of the Allied team's advance. But now the Paladin main has fallen and can't get up. No, Paladin, you cannot pass through that terrain. Tirelessly, our hero returns to the duty of aiding his team. Heal after heal, global after global. He works to keep the dream alive.
First blood.
Ah yes, our champion's first blood of the match has now happened. Thank you for the announcement, Bongo Cat. Do be careful now, Paladin main, for you have less than half as many members in this fight as the enemy team right now. And you choose to flee. How spineless. I wonder what your teammates would think of you. You are playing a dangerous game, Paladin main. It would be wise to fall back. Quickly now, make haste, or the enemy team will dismember you piece by piece.
Blue node is secure.
Our champion is playing on a knife's edge, far too close to the enemy's main force. Oh, he used nitro boosts.
Red
What an
node is
asshole.
under attack.
Do not stop running, Paladin. If you want to stay alive, you must regroup with your team. You absolute
Blue node is under
buffoon.
attack.
You've wasted your trinket on a stun when you could have used your human privilege.
First blood.
No, Bongo Cat. That was not actually our champion's first blood. That already happened earlier. I apologize, folks. Sometimes Bongo Cat can act a
Red
little
tower node is
strange.
under attack.
Oh yes, an excellent blinding light by our Paladin main has thrown the
tower
enemy
node
team
is under
into
attack.
disarray. The enemy team has just received another wave of reinforcements, sending the battle back to full force. Our paladin has just narrowly escaped being slaughtered by the enemy team.
Red tower node is under attack.
Here you will see what the meta of PvP has currently stagnated into at least 10 marksmanship hunters, all trying to 100 to 0 each other, while everyone else fights to survive getting hit by the stray gunfire. My, how shameless one must be to choose to play one of those right now. Having now repelled the enemy's advance, the Paladin main returns to defend his outermost tower yet again.
Blue node is under attack. Red tower node
Go
is
on.
secure.
Yes, cap that tower node, as if the enemy is going to stop you.
Blue tower node is secure.
I do not believe you need to worry about defending that outer graveyard of yours, though. Your team has been doing a smashing
Blue
job
node
so
is
far.
secure.
Ruthless brutality.
Red tower node is secure. Blue node is secure. Red tower node is secure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just reached a lull in the action. There are no
First
nodes
blood.
being attacked right now, but the Allied team has a substantial lead.
Red tower node is under attack.
It would seem the Allied army has begun to attack another enemy tower yet again. Let's wait and see if they can finally destroy it this time. Thank you for that call out, as usual, Bongo Cat. Our Paladin main is at the top of the meters. I bet he's got an ego about
Red
it too.
node is secure.
Well, that was a bold choice to walk into the enemy team like that. Let's see if it pays off. It would appear not. Watch now as the Paladin main, riddled with ADHD and of course the Tism, runs wildly around the battlefield, putting his grubby light on everything in range.
Blue node is secure. Red node is secure.
It happened far off screen, but just now control of both the mines has just been reversed. These nodes each provide the controlling team with an additional supply of reinforcements over the course of the battle. It has taken a while, folks, but the Allied team seems to have finally broken through the enemy's outer defenses.
Red tower node is secure.
First blood.
Yes, that's it. Kill them where they spawn to assist your team in capping this flag.
Red node is under attack.
At this stage of the battle, there is little the enemy team can do to mount a response. Thoroughly and methodically, the Allied team advances their front line into enemy territory.
Blue node is
The
under
enemy
attack.
forces are being given no quarter. It sure must feel good to be a marksmanship hunter today.
Red node is secure. Blue node is secure. Blue node is secure. Red tower node is under attack. Red node is secure. Red node is secure.
Oh no, Paladin Main. They have regained control of their graveyard. If you do not fall back, they will pincer your forces.
Red node is under attack.
Well, now that hunter did not happen to be in the right place at the right time. Focus, Paladin, or the enemy team will regain control of that tower.
Blue tower node is under attack.
And now a stealthy has snuck into our base and started breaking things. Quite the bother.
Blue node is secure. Red tower node is secure.
Oh dear, they have just regained control of this tower.
Under attack.
proper positioning, Paladin. What's the cooldown on bubble anyway?
Blue tower node is secure. Blue
Yet
tower
again,
node is under
the
attack.
enemy forces are pushing our champion back.
Blue node is secure. Red tower node is under attack.
Yes, it would seem that one of our stealthies has successfully infiltrated the enemy's stronghold.
Red tower node is under attack.
Oh my, they've even begun to attack the other part of the enemy's base as well. How marvelous.
Red node is under attack.
30 more seconds, Paladin lane, and this graveyard will be under your team's control.
Blue node is secure.
Well, they have managed to gain control of this graveyard, but the enemy team is positioned to take it back before long.
Blue tower node is secure. Red node is secure.
There we are. We can see that the mines are still being contested. Given the length of time the enemy team has held at least one, they have extended this match by a fair bit.
Blue node is secure. Blue node is under attack.
This graveyard has just become contested once
Blue node
again.
is under attack.
There will be no reinforcements spawning here for the allied
Red node
team.
is secure. Blue node is secure.
Disengage from here and run around to the other side. Your team is regrouping there.
Red node is secure.
There is no available graveyard for either team within a fair distance. On both sides, the Allies might have a chance to mop up what's left of the enemies here and push their front line deep into enemy territory.
Blue node is secure. Red tower node is under attack.
No, it would seem that once again the Paladin lane is just a little ditch.
Red node is secure.
You've just about done it, Paladin
Blue
lane.
node is secure.
If your team can maintain control of the enemy's major encampment for a
Red
few more
node is
moments,
secure.
their remaining reinforcements will be crushed, and victory will be upon you.
Red tower node destroyed. Red node is secure. Red tower node destroyed.
Congratulations, Paladin Main. Your victory is now all but assured. You may now proceed to unclench your butthole, wipe the sweat out of your neckbeard,
Blue node is
and
secure.
bask in the satisfaction of a job well done.
Blue node is secure. Red node is secure. Blue node is secure.
It would appear the
Red
Allied
node is
army is
secure.
congratulating each other on another successful mission.
Blue
Look
tower
at them
node is
frolicking
under
about.
attack.
Not a care in the world for the mountain of corpses they've created. You never did die during that match. Now did you, Paladin Main? Good show. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends. Comment below what our Paladin Main should say when he collects a killing blow.
Blue
If you
node
want to
is
see the
secure.
chat box, the DLC is available on Patreon. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to be notified of our next adventure together. Thank you everyone so much for watching this episode of Planet Warcraft, a World of Warcraft story. I've been your guest commentator,
Blue team wins the
Mr.
match.
Not Actually David Attenborough, as always, with assistance from our lovely Bongo Cat. Say goodbye to everyone, Bongo Cat.
Massacre.